everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Riley and this is Real Sex Talk. This is one of the videos out of the prostate healthcare series that I did with Susan Bratton. So in this video, we are going to go over and teach you how to reverse premature ejaculation and how to be able to last longer. This video gives you opinions and thoughts from the both of us. So it makes it really exciting because you're going to hear a couple different theories and different ways that we kind of go about teaching people this. So I'm looking forward to you watching the video, and don't forget, if you're not subscribed, go down and hit that subscribe button and then make sure and hit the bell button because I want to make sure that you get notified as soon as I upload the rest of the videos in this series. Let's get right into the video.
Hi, I'm Susan Bratton, your trusted hot sex advisor to millions. Welcome to the Prostate Care series with myself and Dr. Riley from Real Sex Talk. Dr. Riley is both a prostate masseuse and expert on prostate care, as well as a YouTuber like I am. We'd love to have you watch this whole series, so go ahead and subscribe at the link below and click the little bell so you'll get notified when each of our episodes drops on prostate care. We talk about how you can move your own prostatic fluid through your system, how to massage yourself and masturbate yourself so that you move the fluid through and out of your prostate so it doesn't get stuck in there like sludge. We've got an amazing series of videos for you. In this particular video, we really want to get into premature ejaculation because it affects 1 in 4 men at every single age of your life. So if you are one of the 25% of guys that's affected by premature ejaculation, or you have a partner and you're watching this because you're helping them, trying to help them solve their premature ejaculation issues, there's a few things we're going to tell you about. And one of the very first things that I want to tell you is that most people who are sexperts like Dr. Riley and I, we don't even really like the term PE. It's derogatory. It makes men feel ashamed. It makes them feel like they've done something wrong. And I just really want you to understand how prevalent early ejaculation is for guys, and that there are a lot of things you can do to reverse the trend and last as long as you want, or as long as your woman wants you to. So Dr. Riley, why don't you start with some of your pearls of wisdom about premature ejaculation?
Okay. Well, guys actually teach themselves to have premature ejaculation, which obviously they don't know, or they probably wouldn't do that. When they're young and they start masturbating, you know, they're getting these erections, they're not sure what to do, so they're with friends or family, they're in school or whatever, so they just run somewhere real quick and just kind of, you know, rub it till it feels good, ejaculate, and go on about their day. This becomes a pattern for most guys. And so every time that they're masturbating, it's just, you know, trying to just get to that end result. They just want to ejaculate. They want to just feel good and do that. Well, what happens is you're training your body to have premature ejaculation. You're actually telling your body that, hey, as soon as this feels good, it's time to ejaculate. So then, fast forward a little bit, you get a little bit older, you start having sex, and then what happens? You might not even have penetration yet. And, you know, you're getting close, you're getting excited, and you're ejaculating. And so I'm always trying to explain to guys that, you know, you didn't mean to do this to yourself, but you kind of set yourself up. And it's the way that you're masturbating that's actually contributing to your premature ejaculation.
There are also a lot of things that happen with regard to anxiety. Anxiety is a big factor in premature ejaculation. And if you've had struggles where you've come faster than you wanted to, then you're worried about doing it. And then that makes you tight. And then you ejaculate fast again. Another issue is sensitivity. Some men, it really feels so good that it immediately makes them ejaculate. There are guys that I've talked to that have said, I would literally insert my penis into my partner's vagina and come immediately. I couldn't even make it all the way in before I would ejaculate. So there's a wide range of reasons why men have premature ejaculation. And one of them is really focusing on lowering your anxiety. If you don't start with that, none of the physical things that we can teach you will have any effect at all. And so you really have to look at your stress levels. Now, one of the most important things that you can do is stay in the moment with your partner. Because for a lot of guys, they're so up in their head and distracted and worried that they're not even present. The second thing that you can do is you can slow way down and then slow down some more. Nobody's in a rush here, and men tend to get a hard on and feel like they immediately have to do penetration. And again, that pressure is making you come too fast. The second thing is that some of the techniques we're going to give you are going to allow you to get hard, go soft, get hard again, go soft again, and that is a learned skill. It comes with practice. And so that's also a very important part of premature ejaculation, is not thinking that once you've achieved an erection, you need to immediately go for penetration. Next up, we want to talk to you a little bit about something that is managing your arousal levels so that you can actually take yourself up and bring your excitement down and actually feel like you are in control of the dial of your arousal. Before we get into that, and I'm going to have Dr. Riley talk a little bit about that, I want you to understand that your ejaculation system in your body and your erectile system in your body and your orgasm system in your body, those are systems. So there are biologic, physiologic things that happen in your body. When you get an erection, what you're doing is your head is thinking that you're turned on, your brain sends signals to your body that releases nitric oxide, which enhances blood flow, which fills the chambers of your penis with blood. So blood carrying capacity is a very important part of erectile function. You get the blood in there, you've got a hard-on, you can actually go soft and get hard again. You have the ability to do that. If you don't have the ability to do that, the very first thing you should look at is your nitric oxide production, because not feeling the pressure to have penetration when you have the hard on, if you know, oh, all right, hey, I got a hard on, but it'll get soft and I'll get hard again, that lowers your worry, right? So look at your nitric oxide levels. The second thing is that you can train yourself to have full body orgasms without ejaculation. You don't need to ejaculate to have an orgasm or many orgasms. You can learn to connect your turn on to your heart, to your head. You can move your arousal energy around your body. You can spread it from your penis all around your body and actually have full body orgasms. This is tantric lovemaking. Dr. Riley's trained in this. These are skills you can learn and techniques you can do so you can stop worrying about premature ejaculation. So Dr. Riley, go ahead and take us through how you're teaching men to overcome PE.
It doesn't matter if someone is, 20 or 80. Guys will have premature ejaculation. And for the guys that are 20, of course, it's a little bit easier to learn to kind of stop that because they haven't been, masturbating the same way for as long. But as sad as it is, they don't talk about this stuff in health class. They don't tell guys, they don't pull you aside in high school and say, hey, if you don't focus on the ejaculation in 5 years or 10 years, you're going to be able to last longer. And so guys really don't know why they have premature ejaculation. And so what I try to explain to them is, as you were saying, going back to what you were saying about the traumatic experience of once a guy will have premature ejaculation, that's going to be in his mind forever, whether it happened last night or whether it happened 10 years ago. Guys will constantly think about that. And so that anxiety, I 100% agree on, lowering their anxiety and not feeling most people, when they're getting ready to be sexual, unless they've learned something like Tantra or just basic lovemaking, everyone's in a hurry. And so that always puts the guy into the, okay, you know, we're going to do this quickie, whatever. So I try to pull guys back and say, listen, instead of focusing on the ejaculation, that is a body function. You can ejaculate in your sleep. Like, you know, you don't got to do a whole lot, right? So instead of being focused on the ejaculation, try focusing on the orgasms, focusing on how your body is feeling. And as you explained, like full body orgasms, these guys, you know, their fingertips will tingle, their mouth will tingle, their toes will start tingling, and, you know, they're bouncing all over everywhere, and they don't know what's kind of come over their body when they're having these full body orgasms. And when you take a guy's mindset and say, hey, instead of focusing on the ejaculation, focus on the orgasms, that usually helps a lot as well, because they don't feel that anxiety, they don't feel that stress to have to ejaculate. But for some reason, you know, the word that I use when I'm teaching people is allow. Allow is such an important word, in the fact that allow your body to actually experience, instead of just getting the erection and ejaculating, there's a whole center in between here that they just miss completely, you know. And I always say, allow, enjoy your, you know, journey, and just kind of let your body. And people say, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was even possible. I've had this thing my whole life. I didn't even know it could do these things. Well, it's because everyone is just so go, go, go. And I don't know, to me, I think that people just think of sex as put it in, be done, you know, and that's good and that feels good. But yeah, premature ejaculation it's horrible, because I feel bad that guys are teaching themselves. And a lot of times I hear, well, I'm in a hurry. I was going to go to work, so I just masturbated in the shower real quick. Or, you know, I was tired and I wanted to get it done. Well, you don't realize that every time you're just getting it done, you're just hurting yourself even more. And, you know, when I'm speaking with guys about the premature and I'm telling them, I use a word, control. And I say, listen, get yourself close, like bring yourself to that 8 or 9 level. Say in your mind the word control, and then drop down, and then bring yourself back to that 7, 8, or 9 and say control. And every single time that you're getting into that point of ejaculation, when they're saying the word control in their mind, that's helpful, because then that's telling their mind control means nope, you know, because they know that it's going to drop back down. So then when they're having sex, or they're being intimate, or even during oral sex or any kind of foreplay, if they feel their body starting to get that intense kind of, oh no, I'm going to ejaculate, they can say control in their mind, and that's that trigger to let them know, okay, wait a second. This means I need to just kind of back off for a second.
I think that's fantastic advice. The idea, and what we're talking about here is, and you'll see this in some of the other videos in this prostate health and prostate care series. Don't miss our How to Masturbate for Prostate Health, where we talk to you more about coming up to the point of no return on a scale of 1 to 10. What you're doing is you're masturbating, getting yourself up to a 5. And then you're taking yourself up to an 8, a 7, 8, or 9, but not to the point of no return where you ejaculate. You're backing off, and you're learning essentially that arousal control. I call it ejaculatory choice. It's very similar. We have very similar, Dr. Riley and I are very aligned in our practices, our teaching, but I always learn a little from her too. She's got her methods, I've got mine. What I call it is ejaculatory choice, which is you don't have to come until you want to or she wants you to. Sometimes when you're making love, you have the ability to have a massively mutual, simultaneous ejaculation and orgasm at the end of lovemaking together. That's always really a beautiful moment if you can last as long as she needs you to get off. Now, here's another really important tip for premature ejaculation. You know, and you've heard it takes women 20 minutes to get aroused. Well, that's because women have as much erectile tissue inside their it's called a vulva. We don't call it vagina anymore, because vagina is just the sleeve that, is the shaft, that where your shaft goes. It's the sleeve for your shaft. But all of the woman's genitalia is called her vulva. And then there's a tantric word. The tantric word for penis is lingam, and for vulva, it's yoni. So you might hear us say a yoni, and that's a woman's genitals, and your lingam is your penis. The lingam goes in the yoni. What is interesting is that before you were born as a male-bodied person, you started out as a female. We all started out as female, and about 16 weeks in, if you're male-bodied, were bathed in hormones that converted you into a man. Essentially, the vulva that you started with turned into a penis. You went from an innie to an outie. Now, your penis and our vulva, your lingam and our yoni, are all the same parts, arranged in different ways. So the fact that a woman takes 20 minutes to get fully engorged, that you have to rub, massage, go down on her, get all that blood flow, because orgasm and pleasure is all about blood carrying capacity.
With premature ejaculation, as you said in the beginning, the anxiety of it, and as I mentioned, it can follow you forever, and you can constantly think and worry and stress about it. But I think for guys, it's such an embarrassing, stressful thing that I actually have men who will not get into a relationship because they already know that they have premature ejaculation. And, and then I also hear, well, I met someone and we were intimate and I didn't last long enough. So, she didn't want to be with me anymore. And so I feel like when we talk about premature ejaculation and trying to explain to guys how to overcome that, we also need to mention how women should deal with premature ejaculation. If whether it's a new partner that they're just finding and getting in with, or whether it's something that they've been dealing with their entire relationship. But everyone thinks that, premature ejaculation is all the guy's fault. The guy's doing something wrong.
So if it takes her 20 minutes to get all that tissue inside her fully erect, like a clitoral hard-on, her labia are full of blood, it's called engorged or tumescent. Well, it takes you 20 minutes too. So just because you got an erection doesn't mean you're fully engorged or aroused. 50% of your penis, approximately, everyone's different, is actually buried shaft inside your body. And you have a lot of erectile tissue that might not be getting fully engorged. You need time to get fully engorged, just like us women do. And you do that through masturbation, through massage, through oral pleasuring, not just what's sticking out, but what's underneath your perineum, underneath your balls. There's the root of your penis goes inside you. You can feel it there. You can touch down in your stomach around your penis and feel the inside of your penis there. I guarantee you, it's probably a lot weaker than what's sticking out, because that's the part you've been playing with your whole life, and this is the part you haven't ever touched. So the more you can play with and touch that area of your body and give yourself the time to get fully engorged, I call it laying in a base. There's something about being able to be slowly aroused and take your time and get your whole penis really engorged. If your penis is very engorged, it'll kind of curve and get harder and veinier and bigger and just more erect than normal. And that's when you're really seeing a deep engorgement. And that is also going to help with premature ejaculation. The more that you slow down and get all that tissue fully erect, just like your woman needs help having hers get fully erect, the less you're going to feel that instant urge to ejaculate. You're bringing yourself up and turning yourself on slower, which actually slows down all those systems in your body that are feeling anxious. So that's another great tip for premature ejaculation. Anything else, Dr. Riley, that you'd like to add?
Yes, but women, ladies, you need to be understanding. Most men can't control this. If they could control it, they clearly wouldn't be having premature ejaculation. So what I try to explain to couples is work with your partner and not against your partner. If you're with someone and they ejaculate in 2 minutes instead of 10 minutes and you make them feel like they've done something wrong, your sex life from there on out is not going to be really that good, because they're always going to have in the back of their mind they're not good enough for you. So I feel like it's really important, this is for premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, when you're a partner and you're in a relationship together, or whoever you're choosing to have sex with, be understanding. Ask your partner, what can we do? Let's research premature ejaculation. What can we do together to work on this? Oh, we could learn some Tantra and learn that we could do massages on each other and we could teach you to last longer. I mean, whatever you have to do, watch our videos, Google it, whatever you need to do. Ladies, be patient, be understanding. It's just so important, because believe me, guys, they don't want to have premature ejaculation. It's not on the top of their list of things that they want to have in their life. That is something that is a very stressful situation for I would say probably all men that have it, really.
Thank you, Dr. Riley. Yes, there's no need for shame when you have so many solutions. And that's what we've given you on this video today, are lots of solutions for premature ejaculation. If you've enjoyed what you've watched today, give us a thumbs up. And as always, we respond to all polite comments below the video. So if you have more questions, or you want to share your experiences or things that have worked for you, as long as they're not how you distract yourself thinking about dead deer, paying taxes, or your grandmother's underwear, which is off the table. There's better techniques than distracting yourself, because when you distract yourself to keep from coming, your woman or your partner knows the minute you left the room. They know when you checked out. So reverse the premature ejaculation in ways we've taught you with all of these assets we have available for you. I'm Susan Bratton, here with Dr. Riley from Real Sex Talk, and we'll see you on the other side.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video and you learned a thing or two. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, if you're not subscribed, go down and hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, because I want to make sure that you get notified when I upload the rest of these videos. All right, thank you so much for being here, and until next time, have a blessed day.